Hi guys, this is Coffeetalk. I have a friend that asked me to do a coffee talk for her, and I'm so glad you guys still want coffee talk, especially because we're going to go to Vegas and do coffee talk. So I can't wait to meet everybody. The question is something that is so... You're not the only one, sweetheart. It's so common when we get into this, especially at the beginning. It's about depriving. She feels deprived. We get into this, we know, like she said in her letter to me, she knew what she had to give up. You know what you got to give up. And it's not like... it's something that we really, really think about. We just know we're going to give up certain things to get where we're going, right? Especially at that first year, where it's like that first year is our open window to really losing a lot of weight. But let me give you this quote real fast. In this world, it is not what we take up, but what we give up that makes us rich. And that was by Henry Beecher. I stop and I think about that, and it's so true. I have given up a lot of the things that I was so used to. You know, the way my mama cooked, I cooked all my life. And then I learned I can't eat that way anymore. I gave it up, and I became richer for it. You'll become richer for it. And I know that we say, I feel deprived. Well, in my case, I was now everybody calls me the quinoa queen, right? Because I can eat quinoa every day. It doesn't bother me. And coffee. But my favorite thing to eat is chile rellenos. Well, if you know how chile rellenos are made, they are dipped in oil, and they're a little time consuming because you've got a lot of preparation before you make them. But the point was that I used to have to dip them in the oil. I don't do that anymore, and there's an egg that covers them. And I don't have to have the egg on them. I just like the egg on them, especially because of the protein. But I will bake them now. I fill them with what I want. I like them with turkey meat, and I stuff the pepper and some cheese, goat's cheese, and then I make the egg separate, like an omelet, put it on top, stick it in the oven, and it bakes. Of course, the chile relleno is made with poblano peppers, and so you have to kind of burn them on the stove. It takes a lot of work, guys. Put them in a bag and then take the skin off of them. Otherwise, they're kind of a little bitter. Anyway, I said all that to say that I have had to change. Okay, I'm back. That was Kwani telling me she's going to the store. We tell each other everywhere we go. Just saying. That's just what we do. Anyway, so if you are in that beginning stage and you feel deprived, you feel like, what do I do? I'm so used to having it this way. Change it. Give it up for a better way. There is ways to make everything healthier. I promise you. Seriously. You can even Google it in. If you want to eat, oh my goodness, you know what? Even when I used to crave paydays back in the day, and the Atkins people came out with a candy. Well, it's not a candy. It's supposed to be a protein bar, but those are not protein bars, my friends. No, don't even think that they are, because they're not. They're just low in carbs and stuff, but it's like eating a candy that tastes like a payday for me. It's made just like a payday, peanuts and caramel and nougat. And it's like 110 calories, something like that. It's a little one, but in any way, it was just enough to get the craving of the candy I wanted, right? But I don't buy those and keep them in my cupboard because I know me. I know that box will be gone within the week. You see what I'm saying? So you have to know your limits. You have to know you. Are you okay with that? Tough times never last, but tough people do. And that was by Robert Schuller. Yeah. Tough times come and go. We get through them. Somehow we get through them. And we become tougher afterwards. Stronger. And we just learn to have a little callous. For me, it has been a while that I still have the Cheetos written on the calendar. And there is months that I have just seen it and not felt like buying them. And it's just, I'm not in the mood for them. Before they were on the calendar, I was going to buy them. I was going to eat them because they were on the calendar. Now, they're on the calendar. If I want them, I'll just wait for, if I want them, I buy them. If I don't want them, and I haven't here lately, I don't buy them. I'm okay. I'm okay. You will get to that place. I know right now it's hard. And it becomes, tough. I was reading this today, and I wanted to share it with you. Take control. Are you in control of your life, or does addiction in one form or another control you? When you are in control, you can decide to stop an unwanted behavior, and there is little consequences. It's a simple decision. If you have trouble stopping your behavior and you can't seem to get it out of your mind, you may be facing an addiction. You may find yourself obsessed or even suffering withdrawal symptoms such as nervousness, sweating, or excessive anxiety. When you experience withdrawal, you have crossed a line. You are not in control anymore. If you get to that point, you must seek out help. Some of us need some help. And it is okay to ask for it. You asked me. Now, I'm not telling you have to go to a therapist. I'm not saying that. But if you have the ability, because when we sign up for this surgery, my friends, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. Now, I wasn't able to get therapy like that, but I have been blessed to have been able to seek in other ways. I read a lot. I meditate a lot. I pray a lot. I have my sister that I can communicate with. I have friends. I've made very good friends here on YouTube, and a lot of you know who they are. Sally, Cabernet Queen, Antonia, Take Two, Janie, Miss Janie here, that have been able to help me through the rough times, through the times where I thought I wasn't going to I didn't feel like I was going to be a success. Well, you know what? Those tough times have made me a tougher person, have made me a stronger person. And you will get there. You are just starting out. And that deprivation or feeling deprived is something that we all go through. And you will be in this spot also eventually. You are taking your baby steps. That's all you're doing. You're taking your baby steps. You know, a lot of us say we got to fight the good fight. And then some say it's not really a fight, it's a lifestyle. And it is. It has to become your lifestyle. Find another way for the things that you want, the things that you're used to. I am Mexican. I like my Mexican food, and I have learned how to make it and make it healthy for me. Okay? And, you know, you may be able to get your family to eat your food, and you may not. I cannot get my husband to eat like me. That's another subject in itself, and I've done that coffee talk. I can't make him eat like me, but that doesn't stop me from eating right. Because I love me just as much as I love him, but I can't make him. I can't make him. So, and the only reason I mention that is because of you mentioned it in your letter to me. So, you know, right now you're working on you. And you're going to be working on you for the rest of your life. So, I hope I could help. If I answered your question, please let me know. And you guys, if you have a video response for her, I never shout anybody's name out on Coffee Talk. I think it's a lot of times it's very private, and they're letters to me. And so we keep those names out. But it's okay. And keep sending me those letters. I love them. And I hope I could help today. I love you. And I'll see you later. And I hope to see a lot of you in Vegas, because we're all going to do coffee talk, right? Right? Who's going to do coffee talk with me? Let me know. Bye.